In today's video, we have for you a Cartier rose gold full diamond size 19 love bracelet. Comes with the box, papers, as well as the screwdriver. It's in mint condition, lovely sharp edges and well maintained screws. What makes the difference between the new style and the old style is that the screws come fully out from the old style, whereas the new style, the screws stay within the clasp on one side of the bracelet. There are pros and cons to both. The old style, you have the risk of losing the screws, whereas the new style, they don't come out of the screws, out of the bracelet, so you're not going to have that worry. Whereas the old style, there's a lot more thread, so they tend not to work themselves loose. Now, when screwing and unscrewing and fitting the new style love bracelet, you want to make sure that the head of the screwdriver is correctly lined up with the head of the screw. And when turning, use enough force so that the screw doesn't slip or it doesn't damage the head of the screw or twist and turn where it could cause the gold to be stripped from the head of the screw. So just take small turns, and when you turn the bracelet over, be sure to make sure that you're holding it in place on both sides until both sides are completely unscrewed or in the open position. With the new style screws, as they don't come out completely, you'll feel a point where they don't allow you to turn anti-clockwise as you have been with the same amount of pressure. Once you get to that stopping point, you want to turn it back and do it clockwise, just a quarter of a turn or say 1/5 of a turn. Now, when pulling the bracelet apart, you want to do this simultaneously. Don't try and pull one at a time or put more force on one side, as you could damage the tongs just here on these two parts. They could become bent out of shape and you could damage either the screw thread or the actual parts themselves. There is no way to fix that. And vice versa when you're putting it back together. Be sure that you line them up and you push them together simultaneously and not one side first. When screwing it and fixing the bracelet back together or tightening the screws, you want to do this again, lining up the head of the screwdriver to the screw and turning clockwise until you come to a point where you can't use the same amount of force. With the new style, as there's not as much thread as the old style, they can work themselves loose. So time to time, I would, in the first couple of weeks, double check it and make sure that you're tightening them daily. And you want to tighten them fairly tight. Don't be as gentle as you would. It's a solid bracelet, so you want to be able to screw it tight enough. And there you go. And that concludes our video. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please like, share, subscribe and click on the notification buttons. And any suggestions you have, please leave a comment below. Hope you've enjoyed and see you next time.